Welcome back to the next part of this series here, talking with Dele Ogun about why is everything here in Nigeria as it is, especially when we talk about the startup ecosystem. He's the author of A Fatherless People. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for being here.
Real pleasure.
So earlier in the last video, we've been talking about competition, right? Competitive behavior of some people here in Nigeria. Where does it come from?
Yep.
If you missed the other videos, I'm gonna link it up there. Now I definitely want to understand more about the things you believe investors out there need to understand about Nigeria, the economy, and bureaucracy. We definitely have to talk about the bureaucracy here in Nigeria. Why is bureaucracy so high here?
Because it's a reflection of the failure of the political stroke democratic system, whereby we have not got or managed to get round pegs into round holes.
Yeah.
That politics is seen as a business venture rather than a calling. And so that then produces a situation where government has to get its hands in everything rather than hands off.
Yeah.
You know, let the society get on with things. In the sectors where government can't get its fingers on it, that's when you see what is possible and capable, and you see efficiency. So the music sector, film sector, government can't get its hands on there. Football to a lesser extent. So wherever government's hands can't go in, the private sector, again, you see it booming all around. So everybody tries to bypass and minimize the entanglement with government, because government is the bottleneck, the biggest bottleneck on potential. It's a question of knowing how to manage that process.
And how to deal with that bureaucracy.
How to deal with that bureaucracy.
So there is still the need to stick with it somehow, right? Because I have the feeling that people are, because of that, used to processes, strict processes, right? So this leads us automatically to the topic: do people like and love to follow processes, and do they, as a company, do I have to give them a strict process and rules how to follow it, or do you think this is a more of a cultural thing?
I think no. I think the discipline of human beings, and I see it most clearly when I go to the village. Because you get the true Nigerians in those small rural communities where everybody knows everybody. And what you find is that there's a sense of social responsibility. When you now get to the mega scale society, that those disciplines fail because government has interfered in the whole process.
Like Lagos?
Like Lagos.
Okay.
Where rules are not obeyed. Even though the human instinct says, I know that's what I'm supposed to do, but I ain't going to do it. I'm going to try and get around it in some way. I know I'm not supposed to drive this way down the road. But
they do it anyway.
But I'm going to do it anyway. And so you're calling on is the most disciplined individuals, and there's a significant number of them that will still stay in lane and say, I know I could do that, but I won't do it. But it's systems breakdowns, government's breakdown, that results in a situation where that individual who in his village, because everybody knows him and the eyes are watching, he will stay on the road. So it's not cultural.
So I see that a lot, that people working for companies, they stick to processes and rules.
Absolutely.
Would you suggest foreign people, investors, when they invest in startups or come to found startups here, should stick to that? Because I have the feeling that there is a inherent lean and agile way of doing things in every Nigerian. that might be also a great opportunity for startups and company, you know, to stop sticking to this top-down, bottom-up stuff, hierarchies and so on. So be more lean and agile. You know, do you think that would work?
Yes, I think that the true Nigerians, as I said, because they're like everybody else, they are responsive to what you bring to them.
Yeah.
You know, whatever culture you wish to instill in your private establishment, they will respond to that. They will respond to that, such that if you your premium is time, whereas it might be perceived that Nigerians are generally indisciplined as far as time is concerned, for meetings, etc. That doesn't work in the private sector. That doesn't work in the business sector. In the business sector, they are time focused because they know they're going to lose that job if they don't show up on time.
So you don't think that giving the people the free space to arrange themselves, organize themselves, maybe in teams, and take care themselves of tasks and to work on jobs, you think that would work?
It's not inconsistent, you see, because there's a lot of initiative as well in this country. People respond to the responsibility and the trust that you invest in them. That's how you get the best out of human beings, and such that you don't need to micromanage them. You just say, look, set the framework. This is what we're looking to achieve. This is our goal, our big picture. Let them imbibe the philosophy, and they will respond to that. You set them running. You don't need to sort of be on them. You don't actually need to be on the ground.
Micromanagement. This is what I heard a lot, that people say they have the feeling that it only works when you micromanage the people.
Hell no. In the early stages, if you know, it's a function of experience. When you're training them and educating them, those are the first stages, and you're going to, like any society, you're going to closely manage. But one thing Nigerians have, perhaps above many other societies, we are creative in thinking. We don't excel so much in uniformity. If you allow the mind to flow where it will. So Nigerians in the advertising sector, or I should see the software development, the creativity.
All kind of artists. There are a lot of artists.
That is it.
Music, film industry.
Absolutely, and it crosses over.
What
you get out of them is that flair. They'll think the stuff that others will not think. And that's where value is added. Originality. You know, originality. Anybody can sort of memorize what's already there and fall in line, etc. But if you say, look, I want something creative, you know, here's the stuff, this is what I'm looking to do, guys, come up with something. That's what Nigerians love. Leave me alone, let me do it.
They will surprise you.
They will surprise you.
When I was in Germany right now, and so in one of my last videos, I interviewed a young investor, hi Kai, by the way, and he told me that he was also talking to a lot of investors from all over Germany who were like wanted to invest more money in startups in Nigeria, especially. And he said the problem is that there are less business angels, investors, VCs, and so on that invest just small money, you know, just the little amounts that you need to release the springs, to give the people an opportunity and to see how they are working day and night to become successful, to transform it into a successful business. And this totally matches. This is, I think we definitely need more of these kind of investments, you know.
Well, yes, I mean the business angels, they need, they can be forgiven because they need a pilot light to pilot them through into this country. And Nigeria from a distance can look like, here, man, that place is confusing. All the news that I get out of that place is bad news. So therefore, I'm not going there. But once you have the right pilot, imagine that a huge ocean liner on the high seas. They're coming into dock. That's where you have that pilot that pilots them through. And so all the business angels need is good pilots. I, as a commercial lawyer, understand, of course, that what drives investment is returns on the investment. And so the message to your listeners, your watchers, is that we're not asking you to come in to do charity. We're asking you to come in and invest, to get your returns on your investments, and the potential returns on the investments in this country with properly channeled funds are tremendous. Because of the brain power, the yet to be fully harnessed and taken advantage of brain power of the Nigerians, and not just the Nigerians, the Africans as well. It's not just a Nigeria story. You see, Europe is a mature market.
Absolutely.
Investors, in my experience, always go for where there's growth capacity and potential. And this is a place where the growth capacity it's just there.
Since you've been, both worlds. Right? Europe, UK,
I sure do.
apparently Nigeria, of course. You've been talking about opportunities that are here in the market, in the people's mind, and willingness to work hard. From your point of view, what is your message to potential investors out there? What would you say they need to know and consider when thinking about or having first interests into the local startup ecosystem and investing in startups?
It's really very simple. Due diligence is at the core of successful investment. This place is absolutely no different. It's full of the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's made up of the honest and the charlatans. I've seen investment deals go badly wrong in the UK. I've seen them. Because people did not ask the right questions. There was too much trust and faith. Oh, he looks a good guy.
Interesting
let's do
point.
The deal.
I mean, to be honest, the Germans, we know the Germans, they are very risk averse, right? They need a lot of information to make a first step. A decision anyway is you need tons of information to make. They want to make good decisions, right?
Absolutely.
And the people that I met told me the risks are higher here in Nigeria. Is that true?
The risks are higher because the legal framework and the political framework is not as disciplined as what we might be accustomed to in England and in Europe. The fundamentals are the same. What you need to do whenever you're getting into a risk environment, whether higher risk and higher return, or lower risk or lower return, as in, you could say, Europe.
But do you believe, or can you say that there are truly these higher returns?
Absolutely.
Given the higher risks?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
That's interesting. This is the most interesting part for all investors and everyone who is, into the startup ecosystem.
The pace of economic activity is bristling. Really is bristling. It's almost heady. So the returns, these guys are here because they know the returns are here. They know that the returns are so much greater. But it's a question of, the returns always go to those who know how.
And a lot of American companies are here already. Because they see and they know what is happening and what is going on and what might be, the potential outcome.
Yes. I mean, they know that if they put the same money and left the same money in their environment, the state system in the United States, they know that the return on that investment will be a fraction of the return of the investment here. So your people, the Germans need to come on board.
Absolutely, absolutely.
They do need to come on board.
Especially when it comes to understanding, I think at the end of this, we can say
the key to understanding. This
right?
Is the,
to be honest,
absolutely.
I think this one helps. Thank you very much for taking your time to share your insights and your knowledge with us, with the world.
Pleasure.
I think I can definitely highly recommend to read that book and to get a better understanding of how things are working here and why things are like they are at the moment. Right?
That is no exaggeration, because when people ask me why did I write the book, is because I had been living in England for quite a while, since I was the age 7. I wanted to understand Nigeria, and that's how the book came about. I was looking to understand the place from a distance. What's wrong? I know my siblings, my relations are honest, hardworking, competitive people. Why then have we got this storyline, this narrative of a country that's dishonest, indisciplined, and lazy? Where did that come from? How did that come about? So, having found the explanation and got the understanding, what do I do with it? Put it in the book.
Absolutely.
And such that
did the right thing.
Such that others, particularly foreign investors, can understand Nigeria, and now having understood it, come and partner with us, do business with us. We want your guys coming in. I want to see the German business community.
I hope so.
Give the Brits a run for their money.
I absolutely. I hope this contributes.
I really do hope so.
Dele, thank you very much.
A real pleasure.
That was incredible. I had so much fun talking with you and understanding more about Nigeria, its culture, how things are going. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Dele,
Real pleasure,
been a
Marcus.
pleasure. Thank you
Cheers.
very much. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Leave me a thumbs up if you like this video. Hit the subscribe button. And of course, don't forget to leave a comment. What do you think about what we discussed today?